Since people on the internet enjoy spoilers so much, this is what this video is gonna be about. Helldivers 2 getting and keeping everyone's attention. Someone stating that their friend got permanently banned from the game's Discord for asking to add a rainbow flag to the game. My take on why I think that seemingly innocent request is a kiss the ring or else moment for Arrowhead Game Studios. How a request for one thing never stops at just one thing, and jumping into why this so-called request would break the immersion of the game. Now you know. This is Escape Box, this is Helldivers refuses to bend the knee, and this is gonna be fun. So because Helldivers 2 is doing a great job of getting and keeping people's attention, 340,000 concurrent players, a 24-hour peak of 358,000 players, and an all-time peak of 450,000 players. Good job. Some people are going to do that thing that people do of going to a place that's getting all the attention to get some of that attention for themselves or for the things that they really care about. Which leads us to Exhibit A. A guy or a girl or a them, I don't know, a person on Steam posted a statement claiming that their friend was banned from the Helldivers Discord for asking to add one LGBTQ cape into the game. Then the person went on to say that their friend was permanently banned without receiving a warning, and they even got a death threat in their DMs as well. Might be true, might be false, I don't know. Then he said that, the person said that all their friend was asking for was to add one thing. Again, keyword one thing. That thing being an LGBTQ cape, and for some reason everyone thinks that this will be Arrowhead Game Studios catering to the LGBTQ people, and that somehow all of this will become political. This is what this person said. Unironically, I'm just paraphrasing. Then the person finished off by saying or stating that people think adding one thing will completely ruin the game. It's not that deep. It's a rainbow flag. The game already has loads of flags of different colors. Adding a rainbow flag won't ruin everything. Womp womp if you believe it will. Now, do you know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like Earth and water. It sounds like I'm only asking for one thing from you. Kneel, kiss the ring, a simple offering of earth and water. Have you seen that film? Tonight we dine in hell, and so on and so forth. That's what this sounds like. Put on a dress, black actor, it's just the one thing we're asking for. What's the big deal? And to that I say womp womp, this is Sparta, buddy. It's a bloody big deal. After Suicide Squad, Sweet Baby Inc., the Sweet Baby detected curator on Steam, Gamergate 2 knocking on everyone's door. Hell yeah, it's a bloody big deal. We don't want to kneel, we don't want to kiss the ring. No earth and water here, but maybe you can find some at the bottom of this well. Gamers have had enough. And right now in current year 2024, when AAA games are $70, gaming execs planning to make them $100, the gaming community is having an autoimmune response to wokeness and all its flavors. So the whole it's just one rainbow flag thing, it's not gonna fly. Not right now, friend. And a lot of people are going to see this as a veiled bend the knee demand as opposed to what it might actually be. A person who innocently just wants one rainbow cape added to the game for themselves or for the thing they care about. But even that sentence, all he asked was to add one thing, it reminds me of all we are asking for is one thing.
Careful now.
Activists from the community this person's friend is sympathetic to also said that in the 90s and the 2000s. Look at where we are now. How many one things have they asked for since? I mean, now they're not even asking. You mess around and refer to the good old ball and chain as a he, you are done on X. You are done on Facebook. You are definitely done on Twitch, unless you have a hot tub and a noticeable cup size, because those ladies are never done. But if it's social media, you are done. Maybe Rumble might save you, maybe, but they'll come for that platform eventually, asking of course for just one thing at a time. It's never just one thing. With the activists that claim to speak for these communities, it's just one thing. for now. Now, let me be very clear. I don't have a problem with anyone's community as long as it's consenting adults, guys on guys, ladies on ladies, mix and match, whatever the position you are into, express yourselves. Even if you want to enter into a government enforced legal contract with your significant other, whatever that significant other is, as long as it's a consenting adult, have fun. Enjoy the wondrous world of alimony, divorce settlements, fighting for child custody, losing your home. Yes, enjoy. You've earned it. What was that Office of National Statistics 2019 study putting the lesbian divorce rate at 72%? 7 out of 10. Enjoy, ladies. Enjoy.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Now, let's say I believe the story in its entirety. Let's say I believe the death threat in the DMs without evidence. That's terrible. People shouldn't do that. But this is the playground of the internet, and fools, well, will be fools. And let's say I also believe that this person genuinely holds the view that adding the LGBTQ cape for their friend who's probably a member of that community or an ally to that community doesn't amount to catering to or pandering to the LGBTQ community. Let's say I believe that the person who posted this comment unironically believes that the rainbow flag isn't political at all. Yes, it's on the White House. Yes, they threw down the Union Jack and put the rainbow flag up instead. Yes, it's covering entire streets in Europe. Yes, the flag just represents an amalgamation of sexual orientation. It doesn't point to a social movement and it has no political undertones at all. Yes, there is a country in the world where this flag is not political. It's called Kenya. Yes, in Kenya, you can walk up to the politicians of that country holding this flag, actually with a rainbow cape, and tell them that you're not being political. Yes, let's say I believe that. There's still a very serious problem with the request to add one LGBTQ cape to the game. Why is one the keyword? Because it won't just be one cape. You see, Helldivers has maintained a steady 300,000 plus player count since its release, and now one person is asking if they can add one thing for them and only them. What about the other 300,000 plus players? Shouldn't they have one thing added for them as well? You got a rainbow cape for your Helldiver. Congratulations, good job. Now, can someone else get a cape with the NRA logo on it? A Punisher cape. What about her? She wants a climate change cape. Can he get a Muscle Cars Are Great cape? How about after he gets his LGBTQ cape, can he get an anti-LGBTQ cape? It's just one request. It won't ruin everything. Yes, he, she, they, them person. Yes, it will. Even if it's just a simple cosmetic augmentation, the look of the characters in Helldivers, unlike in most other games, is fundamentally tied to the lore, appeal, and more importantly, the immersion of the game. Super Earth is this monolithic government that has total unilateral control over the planet, and it sustains that power through relentless propaganda and endless wars with the Terminids and automatons. Helldivers are nothing more than brainwashed cogs in the Super Earth machine. They are not woke, they don't want rainbow capes. They are jarheads that have conformed to the will of Super Earth and are fighting for democracy. Democracy. And a key component of propaganda is making sure everyone looks the same, which is part of the appeal and immersion of the game. Playing as a brainwashed Helldiver who fights for Super Earth's democracy, Earth's democracy on other people's planets, and the opportunity to wear the skin of a character who doesn't see anything wrong with being on that side of the argument, because all of us would like to think of ourselves as independent thinkers in our day-to-day lives, and Helldivers affords its players the opportunity to relish and make fun of that part in all of us that's susceptible to propaganda. In the time I'm going to spend playing Helldivers 2, I want to stop being such an independent thinker as I believe myself to be, and I want to embrace and revel in being a person who is unapologetically propagandized. That's the immersion of the game. Now, if one person gets a rainbow cape, which will prompt other people to get capes for things that they love as well, it will break the game's immersion. Which brings me to this quote. When people get used to preferential treatment, equal treatment seems like discrimination. It's not just one LGBTQ cape. It's preferential treatment, and the person who wrote this, even if it's embellished or is an outright lie, clearly doesn't understand what their supposed friend is really asking for: a special exemption, a unique acknowledgement for them and the community that they are a part of. But here's the thing, there's 300,000 players playing Helldivers who also come from their own communities and have different things that they like. But do you see any of them asking for capes that represent them and their special groups? No, because inherently they know what kind of request that is. And the person who wrote this, they don't see that at all. They don't see the special treatment as special treatment. To them, any request for special privileges made on behalf of the LGBTQ community, yes, even a rainbow cape in a video game, as perfectly normal. And when other groups say no, no one else is getting a custom cape made for their community because that breaks the immersion of the game, this person and their friend will view that as discrimination. And then people start getting called names and gamers flare up and that good old internet chaos ensues. This is how we end up with things like Gamergate, because people who are used to getting preferential treatment get a taste of equal treatment, and to them it seems like discrimination. The final thing I'll say is Helldivers is clearly just a lot of fun. It's pure escapism that makes its players feel like the characters from Starship Troopers. It says a lot about a person if they can't enjoy this game without thinking about a rainbow cape. Where is the rainbow cape? I need to see rainbows in here. It's Helldivers. Look at those Terminids over there, those big building-sized bugs. Shoot them. Fight for Super Earth's democracy. Those automatons, those cyborgs, yeah, shoot them. Have fun. Be a brainwashed idiot from Super Earth for a few hours in your day. Forget about yourself. Be someone else. Immerse yourself in another world. But no. It's only complete when I see the rainbow flag. It's only complete when I get the one thing that I want for myself, my slice of preferential treatment. And it's just one thing. It won't ruin everything for everyone else. No wonder your friend got banned permanently. Because womp womp, this is Sparta,